Heroes. Tell us a little bit about it.
Geek Heroes was actually started by just me being a geek per se, and just wanting to show the youth and other people who are, geeks within that, it's okay to be a geek and you can be yourself. That was my main goal. So, and, I people look up to me. So when I see people that look up to me, and I want to set a good example for them. So my thing to show them is that you can be a geek and you can still be a hero at the same time. Because you're gonna be somebody's hero, But I'm a geek, I'm not no gangbanger, I'm not no superstar, I'm just me, And people look up to me for being me, and I did everything to the full geek, you can say. Geek Hero has been a long journey. So I've been working on it for almost 3 years now. It actually started off with the clothing line. I wanted a brand that was a powerful brand. I had a few guys from school that started their clothing line, and I was like, man, if they got a clothing line, I can have a clothing line. So what I did, I wanted to be better. So I looked at their clothing line, I looked up other brands, and I was like, how can I make this more powerful? So what I did was I created these characters, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put these characters in my shirts. So I can have something to display. So, you always have models in your shirts and stuff, but I was like, if I have cartoons, I can show my creative side with my graphic design skills and my sketching skills, and I can put it into my clothing line.
But as far as reading is concerned, and as far as comics and books and graphic art novels are concerned, where do you see it all going between now and maybe the next 10 or 20 years?
I see it growing. I've noticed that a lot of people are starting to read more, because, on the web, that's most of the thing you're going to do is read.
Right.
It's mostly reading.
Right.
So I see a lot of it, going towards reading because, if you watch TV on these cartoons, so I guess you could say it's kind of like music. You know how music is changing and starting to dumb down. Right. I guess you could say. I feel like a lot of cartoons are dumbing down. So now it's all about jokes and
right.
Always jokes. There's no actual full message behind it. And when you're reading, most people want to hear that message. People, especially with superheroes.
Right.
One thing that I feel that's missing is the whole hope feeling. You used to feel like watching Batman and watching Darkwing Duck, on
I
TV.
was just thinking about Darkwing Duck today.
Used to feel like, oh man, I have a superhero out there, as a child looking at this,
right.
But you don't feel that anymore.
Oh, of course.
And I feel that's one of the major things that's really getting people to just want to turn to these webs where we have these underground writers and underground, sketch artists to actually check out their work, because there's always a message behind it.
Trust that there's been a lot of sacrificing, and there's even maybe some late nights.
Oh yes, lots of late nights. I've had times where I would go to work and stay up to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, be up at 6 o'clock ready for work. June 7th, get it. Go to foreveranimated.com and get the book. It's also be available on Amazon. And if you look me up, you can look me up on Facebook, which is you can just type in and search just Billy Weems Jr. and you will find me.
Believe it.
And you can, I don't care, shoot me a message. I always give advice. If June 7th, if you're looking for a book and you can't download it on Amazon and you're out in my area, call me up. I'll bring it to you.